So what I'd like to talk about today is inspection versus appraisal report. So an appraisal is not an inspection. The appraiser will come to the property. They'll take pictures. They will not touch anything. That's not their job. It's just to observe. They use their senses, use their smell, what they can see, but they're not going to open up anything. They're not going to move anything. They're not going to change anything about the house or the property. The appraiser is the eyes and ears of the lender. Fun fact, they do most of their work before they even arrive at the property. So when they do arrive, it doesn't take very long at all, maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes. They'll make sure that the property is intact, that there are no holes in the walls, there's no exposed wiring, that everything is intact, that the property is in fact lendable. And then what they do is they give their opinion of value. They use comparable sales and like sales, same size sales in the neighborhood, anywhere between 1 and 3 miles, anywhere between the last 1 to 6 months from your current date. It depends on how the market is. Sometimes it's 3 months, but that is what an appraisal is. An appraisal is for the lender. Now the inspection, the physical inspection, that's different. Don't get the two confused. The inspection is something that the buyer orders. The lender does not see it. In fact, you do not want the lender to see it, because if there are any problems, then the lender doesn't need to see what the problems are with the property, right? It just opens up a can of worms. So if you do an inspection, now this is different. It takes 3 or 4 hours, depending on the size of the property. They are invasive. The inspector is invasive. They'll crawl underneath the property. They'll crawl on the roof. They'll get a ladder, go on the roof. I've been in scenarios where the roofs were so tall, as multifamily, it was so tall that he got a drone, flew it over and took pictures, which is really cool. But they do inspect. They will open up cupboards. They'll turn on lights and faucets and the air conditioner, see what the disparity is between the hot and the cold, and give you a full report. They are kicking the tires, so to speak, of the purchase of the house. And the report comes back pretty detailed. Typically, the health and safety issues of the property are in red and at the beginning of the report, and that's for initial review, something that probably should be tackled by the seller, or at least bring awareness to you as a buyer that, hey, these are health and safety and red line issues. There will be pictures. Some of my inspectors, they use their fingers and they point, or they'll use arrows to give the idea of what they're looking at, what the problem is. It's really user friendly, and so that is the inspection report. It's a negotiating tool. It helps you to find, as a buyer, the health of the property itself. Is something you want to move forward with, or is the foundation just too far gone? Do we need a new roof, and the sellers are not giving us credit for the new roof? As a listing agent, I prefer, I let all my agents know, that it is beneficial for the seller to get an inspection before the listing, so that they know what may come up later. They're aware of the health of their home, and if there is anything that they want to take care of, they can show the prospective buyer the inspection report, and they can also give a list of these are the items that we took care of. So don't ask for these. They can kind of be preemptive, if you will. They can be out in front of any of the problems and know if there's anything that they probably should take care of. So two separate things: the appraisal, which is for the lender and the buyer to get an opinion of value, and non-invasive. They do a lot of their legwork before they even show up at the property. They do take pictures. They are the eyes and ears of the lender. Lender will use either the appraised value or the agreed upon price, whichever's lower. So if you're putting 10% down and you're putting 10% down of the agreed upon price, and the appraisal comes in lower, then the lender will base the loan amount on the lower appraised value. Conversely, if the appraisal comes in higher than what your agreed upon price is, there is no adjustment. Then they just take what is going, what the two parties have agreed on the contract. So hopefully that was helpful. I know this can be confusing, but it's something that is crucial to a real estate transaction. I believe it's crucial whether you are using a lender or you are paying all cash. You still want to do the inspection, and you'll want to have an appraised value to make sure that your all cash value or all cash offer is still market value. So hopefully that helps. Please, if you have any more questions or have some thoughts, please call the office, text, email us. One of our wonderful sales staff and customer service reps. We're here to help. Also, please follow us, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and have a blessed day. We'll talk soon. Thank you.